Alrighty then. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Curse of Strahd Wednesday. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Oz Gamer, and joining me today are, of course, my lovely Patreons! Yay! Yay! And we are here, of course, to play another game of this amazing module adventure by Dungeons & Dragons. I hope you guys have had a wonderful and prosperous week up until now. If you have, then fantastic. If you haven't, then I hope that the rest of your week goes even better. It's so good to see so many people in chat. It's so wonderful to see so many of you in light of all the garbage that is happening on Twitch right now. If you don't know what garbage that is, and you happen to have your own Twitch account or Twitch channel, which I know many of my viewers do, then please take the opportunity at some point today to either change your password or enable two-step verifications, as there have been some hacks of the source code of Twitch that have gone out live. So this is a public service announcement to go and do that as soon as possible. Now, for those of you who are here, of course, joining us, hey, I am No Damsel. Thank you so much for the host. I see you there. I see you floating around. Yes, and change your channel key. Also very good. Disable two-step verification, then enable it first. Yes, all the advice. Follow all the advice, do all the things, and keep yourselves safe and wonderful. Now, joining us today, of course, as I mentioned, is our group of Patreons who support the channel. And I've got a couple of announcements for today. Number one is, of course, that we are, of course, here with you guys in the audience to not only play and enjoy this game, but to also allow you guys to influence the game. And there are a number of ways you can do that, through either channel points or by donating to the stream. Now, as many of you know, over the last few weeks, I have been working towards and building up to a fundraiser that we will be hosting on the Dreaded GM's channel this Sunday from 10 a.m. Australian Western Time or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard US Time, going for 8 hours straight. Now, over the course of this, we are going to be raising funds for myself, the Dreaded GM, and Robert Hartley GM for our own stream team so that we can start making some pretty large-scale productions. So all donations to my channel this week are going towards this fundraiser. So, you know, if anyone wishes to, that is where that'll be going to. Now, for $5, you can give someone a hero point or give me a jinx point to allocate to someone. This will allow me to do disadvantage or advantage to the people that you donate them to. For $10, you can grant a player or a GM a wheel or woe, turning fate into or against their favor. For $20, you can give someone a natural 20, indicated by the golden 20s you can see on the screen there that Neil just keeps pointing towards until he gets the right reward.
I got it wrong the first time.
Hero points! Wheel and woe! Natural 20! Yes, we see it, Neil. Yes, we see it. We love you, Neil. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, for the big whopper of a $50 donation, we have a custom magic item or a boss battle buff or even an NPC that we will throw into the game for you guys to enjoy as well. We've had a few of these come up lately, and we have definitely made full use of them. So thank you so much already for these. Now, there are also channel point things that you can actually give people, such as incentive. You can give them inspiration. You can give them an insight check so that they can figure out what's going on. Lots of really, really cool stuff, so do check those out as well. Okay, without any further ado, let us go to our cast members to introduce themselves, their channels, if they have them, and, of course, the characters that they're going to play. Starting, of course, let's start in the bottom corner this time with McKinley, playing the role of Esther. Did you just shy away from the screen? I'm not going to... You know, like I said, every time you do this, I worry that people think I hit you, right? I'm not even where you are. McKinley, tell us about yourself and the character that you're playing.
Sorry. So I play, Esther, the Changeling Grave Cleric again. At the moment, we are, it's usually because we're in a place that's very haunted. And somehow that's not her thing, because that's so weird.
It's kind of weird, yes. Yeah, demons and voodoo witches and people eating babies out of pies, perfectly fine. But spiders and ghosts, hell no.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Ghost lure my thing. No, thank you.
Next up, of course, we have the delightful Tim playing Demiro. Hello, sir. Tell us about your character and yourself.
Well, one and the same, really, isn't it? Demiro Soundhoof, the satyr bard, trooping along the countryside, singing songs and telling tales, trying to find anything new and exciting that he can, even though this is a dreary and depressing place. Lifting spirits where possible, or exercising them if required.
And now I'm just imagining you with that, red afro and stuff like that and spandex. All right, people, let's get moving! And then exercising these spirits.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they need it.
Yes, exactly. That's how I imagine the bard exorcist works. So there you go. Next up, of course, we have the delightful Charles playing the role of Argento. G'day, Charles. Tell us about your character.
Well, what to tell about Argento other than he's a bit of a green adventuring sort of. He thinks everything can be cured with a hammer. Everything's a nail, and everything just needs a hammer. Pretty much his approach to any and everything. There's a monster here, let me hit it. There's a Fruit Loop creature, let me eat that. Pretty much any and everything that's in his way, he tries to devour in one way or another.
Yes, not wrong. All right, next up, of course, we have the amazing Neil from Immersion Diversion playing the role of Vigar. G'day, Neil.
Hello. I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play video games and I do streams for tabletops. I play Vigog, the wizard chronomancer Goliath. And he is not good at being a wizard chronomancer Goliath. No, he even though he's very smart, he's still very clumsy and doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. He's very. I like him a lot. He's just charming. So even though he's very dumb, he's very fun. So yeah. I don't know.
Despite being the most intelligent character.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, and last but absolutely not least, playing the role of Ipselus, along with the his lovely companion Fruit Loops, who's eating some of your name. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Ipsilmom.
I'm gonna.
You need to feed him.
He's
a hungry boy.
There you go. He can be a little smaller there. Now he's just holding your name. There you go.
Now he's alphabet soups. Because he's eating the letters.
There you go.
Alphabet fruits.
All right. Playing the role of our friend Ipsilus is, of course, the wonderful and amazing talent that is Kyle from. Play Nerd Allies. G'day, mates.
G'day! Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here with my little monster.
All right. Tell us about Ipselus and what's going through their head at the moment.
Well, right now, Ipsilus is wondering what the hell he's gotten himself into. Given things that are happening in the group and sort of the shall we call it slightly chaotic way that they attend to combat. So he's sort of reevaluating now. He comes from a place where everyone knows exactly what their place is in a combat unit, exactly what they're supposed to do, and how to deal with their enemies. And so now he's trying to sort of figure out where he now fits in this new environment. And is ready now to go murder a bunch of spiders, burn everything down, and go find a bunch of treasure and have it, and feed some spider bits to his little Fruit Loops.
There you go. All right, fantastic. All right. Well, yes, McKinley.
One thing I do really like is how Ipsilus the session before it was just like, I need to start making these bad decisions. And the next one's like, I regret that I agreed.
I regret all decisions. Yes. No, that's sounds about par for the course for this group. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to just give a very quick shout out to our sponsors, of course, Hero Forge, for the wonderful artwork and the miniatures that you can see all over the shop here. It is a true pleasure to be able to do some stuff with them. For the lovely sounds that you will hear over the course of the game today, we thank Sirenscape, and for our VTT of choice, Fantasy Grounds, for all of the cool stuff that we have now applied to our game. Now, without any further ado, our characters find themselves within the palace of Argen Vastholt.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Argen Vastholt itself stands as a withered thorn amongst the bad and rather terrifying landscape that is Barovia. Our heroes, escaping from the werewolves that lurk outside, have managed to find shelter for the time being. But for how long? As they have entered the large structure, they've begun their exploration, starting with the southern corridors, only to find a ballroom filled to the brim with large and immense spiders, who besieged our characters, attacking them ferociously until, of course, a stray torch set fire to the webs. These webs ignited, spreading quickly and fast along the stones and the web-covered awnings. The spiders fled for the time being and allowed our heroes to narrowly escape, sealing off the exit and, of course, giving them a little bit of chance to catch their breath. Searching more, they found a fireplace, a small sitting room, and within the fireplace, the visage of a dragon, with a very, very dire warning. Does anyone recall what that warning is?
That we are that we have to help the other knights.
Indeed, my knights have fallen to darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost.
It's
that
fire.
That
It's
is
right here.
And that is the last message of the burning dragon. As we now find our heroes in the quiet of the mansion. All right. The scene is yours, ladies and gentlemen, as you begin your traversing once more.
Were we all in one room, or?
Yeah, we were all in the room with the fireplace, sort of searching it out.
What's up, McKinley?
May you share them up?
I guess. I mean, psh. No, it's fine.
Wow.
You guys don't get maps. What are you talking about?
No, that's
All right.
terrible.
There you go. You guys should all have access.
I just want to experience the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds and the new dynamic lighting is really cool. I do like that. All right. From the room that you find yourselves in, a den of sorts, you can see that there are two exits to the room. The one that you had entered from the south, which leads to the main foyer, and the northern set of doors, just beyond the fireplace.
I'm going to look at everyone and just be like, I personally think that we should do this methodically. So maybe let's check this other set of doors, make sure there's nothing in there. Argento, you
like
can
peek
certainly go first this time.
I just say to him, just a little peek, just to see what kind of is in there.
All right. Argento moves to the set of doors and slowly but surely begins to open them with a painfully long creak as the door opens. Inside, what you see, tattered velvet drapes cover the tall, slender windows that encircle the parlor here. Furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, creaking in the wind. A mural seems to cover the entire circular circumference of this room, depicting metallic dragons and colorful birds flying beneath white clouds. But the mural is withered, decayed. Time and neglect have damaged most of the things in here, leaving very little.
Is it just me, or does it seem like people haven't been here in a very long time?
Can I do some sort of check to discover, like, if this decay is natural or not? Like, if it is a factor of a long time, or if there's something speeding it up?
As you look around, you kind of look at the rot in the wood. You look at the walls, the murals, the dust that seems to lie here. It seems to be more from neglect than anything else. There seems to be no kind of no acceleration of time or no extra explanation as to why these things have fallen into such disrepair.
Then I will investigate. I will check some things out, see what the hell's going on.
All right. You do see one exit to this room, in addition to the one that you had entered.
Whoa!
Sorry, very excited about that.
I didn't ask you for a roll because
I'm sorry. I know. I know.
Well, he did it extra well.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, you find all the nothing in this room. You find the door that is that leads out. It is against the eastern wall. But apart from that, there is, of course, nothing in this room.
I want to go check out the mural and see if there's anything interesting there.
Looking at the mural, it seems to tell the story of a series of dragons that once flew in the sky here, back when Barovia still had a sky to begin with. Blue and vibrant, there seems to be scintillating colors that eventually faded to dark. As it did so, the birds and the dragons all seemed to disappear from the tapestry, leaving behind only one silver dragon. And in the air, next to this dragon, almost locked in battle, appears to be what looks to be a humanoid bat, a creature that is monstrous in size, going almost toe-to-toe with what you can imagine to be the silver dragon, Argon Vasthold.
Gross. Is that by any chance a form that Strahd takes?
You have no idea.
Okay.
I just want to have a quick look at the fireplace where the fire dragon came out of, just see if there's anything of note around that, or if it's just completely vanished now.
No, the dragon that erupted from the fireplace seems to have completely dissipated. Even the actual wood that was at the furnace is now just nothing but ash and charcoal.
Okay.
Entering the doorway, I kind of brush my hand on the doors, on the stone. Is there any way to indicate maybe how old this castle might be by just kind of looking at the wear and tear?
You think to yourself, as a Goliath, you've spent much time in the company of dwarves, and you've learned more than a few things about the architecture of buildings, especially buildings not made by dwarves. It's probably been around for a few hundred years.
Okay. I enter.
The Argento is just sort of standing in the middle of the room, admiring everything and sort of
Admiring the rubble.
Well, it's just more of the
That's a
mural.
nice broken table.
He actually doesn't even, he's not even paying attention to the rubble or anything. He almost doesn't even see it. He's just sort of in awe of this, I guess, dragon that he seems to have a weird connection with personally.
I'll walk up to Argento. Everything all good? Let me kind of look at him.
And he sort of breaks his line of sight of the mural and just looks at Magog and says, "Yes, everything is fine. Actually, I'm just admiring the beauty of this mural here. It's quite inspiring. It's
What did you think when you first entered the castle?
Argento, gain an inspiration.
Nice.
nice.
What? He said it was inspiring.
It was.
It was.
inspiring.
Nice. But when I first entered, I felt this weird presence, as if this is where maybe I belonged. But there's something else very eerie about this place as well. However,
Well, that could have been the werewolves.
well, maybe it could be. It could have been the 9 spiders in the other room too. I'm not sure yet. But this
Maybe
place
it
has
was-
a weird sort of
Yeah.
good bad feeling to it. There's something evil here, but there's something very welcoming as well, at least for me. Just like this room here, I feel completely at peace here. But
Really? I kind of just take a look around the room then as well.
Well, it could be because the room is in pieces, which is, your favorite thing
Oh,
to do,
Lord.
this could be true. Yes,
smashing things.
yes.
I'm gonna look
Just
over at
like home.
Argento and just be like, "You seem to know a bit about this place. Who's the bat? What's the bat? Why is the dragon battling a bat?"
Not sure about the bat, but the dragon is definitely Argynvost. He's the dragon who I had an encounter with in Strahd's castle. His skull is there, and he spoke to me, and I can recognize him anywhere. But it's just amazing to
Maybe-
see him on this wall. So clearly, this is a place where he's welcomed, and then this is his home. So
You said that he wanted you to bring the skull here, right? Or not here, where he resided or something? What was it he said?
yes, he told me to bring his skull back to his place of resting and put him at ease. And
So maybe this is the place. We find that skull, bring it back here.
I would think that if any place in Barovia is where the skull would go, it would probably be somewhere here. But where, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's we just have to bring it here or if there's a place we need to take it. I'm not
When
sure. But
When he mentions the skull, the mural, it looks like the dragon and the bat are equally matched, right?
Yes, from the mural that you can see, they do seem to be reasonably matched.
Are there any defining features in the background that might indicate where this battle took place?
Oh, probably somewhere around the foothills surrounding Castle Ravenloft. You kind of get the impression that this is more of a interpretive, or what's the word, an impressionist piece.
Okay. All right.
so
I'm just going to look at everyone and be like, well, it looks like there's nothing terribly interesting in here. Why don't we move on?
yes.
Yeah, it seems like Bamiro has already moved through the doors.
It seems like a dead end.
Nope, comes to another door.
In our map, it's a dead end.
Yeah, because the door's not open.
There wasn't a door in our map either.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
it's kind of like what happens is as you go open that door, you can see that there is a stairwell leading down to what looks to be a back door, like an iron gate. Then another set of stairs rising up on the other side, a short distance away, and on the other side, opposite to where you are, is another door.
Oh, Argento, you might want to go first.
So Argento just sort of takes another quick look. And then he'll sort of venture off. All right.
We can always come back here if you need to. So
We'll go see what's down here now.
I want to see if there's any werewolves outside.
Make a perception check. As you look out the gate, you stare out into the woods around Barovia.
Yeah.
All right. With a 21, well, as soon as you look outside, you definitely can see several figures looming and moving through the darkness between the shadows. In addition, you hear off in the distance towards the north the trampling of feet and a very distinct sound. You hear nope. Come on. Sorry, it's taking its time.
Mm.
It sounded like someone drinking from a Coke bottle. Yes. Yes, it did.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear. So they're still out there.
Though you can't see them directly, you can definitely hear that they're communicating.
Is the gate locked? Is the iron gate locked?
Yes, it does. It seemed to be locked.
Well, I suppose we're going to need to get. I suppose we're going to need to find a way to get these knights back, or use whatever is haunting this place to kill all those damn wolves.
And when Ipsla says that, I want to yell out as loudly as I can out the gate to the wolves and say, "Don't worry. I'll come out and play with you later, but now I've got other things to do, so you're just going to have to wait, you silly bastards."
Actually, coming up the stairs as I kind of look.
Make
out
a
the
perception check, Argento.
gate. A perception check.
Yep.
Guys, don't fail me.
Dice.
Oh, they did.
Argento, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yes.
You're gonna get hit with the juggler now.
All right. Oh, come on, you. Why does it not work? There we go. Nice.
All right, you pull your hand quickly from the gate as suddenly a giant werewolf grabs at your arm.
Rude.
Yeah.
Oh.
It claws and reaches through the gate trying to grab at you. Having narrowly missed, you look into its deep yellow eyes. It stares and snarls at you.
And I just want to chuckle at it and be like, "I said I will play with you later. Don't worry."
It looks to you with hungry maw. Why?
And then I make my way up the
wait?
stairs.
I can already taste your dragon flesh.
Mm.
Whoa.
Gross.
It's huge.
It
It's
is-
bigger than the castle.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Ah.
And then I just say yes.
How do I? What have I done? There we go.
I just want to say to him, I just want to continue the smirk and
There
say,
you go.
"Don't worry, you'll get to taste my warhammer too."
Ah, there we go. Okay, good. Ha ha ha. There we go. Beautiful. Now you can see him. Alright. Alright, he kind of walks back and forth, watching you carefully as you walk past the door.
I kind of turned to Ipsilus. I would say, Ipsilus, we could take one out right now. It's super close.
Sadly, if it responds the way others do, I don't have my magic bow with me. I don't know that I would literally be able to do any damage to it.
Oh,
But we could burn it with fire.
We could. I could
Are we
take
discussing
Pacha.
this?
Yeah, you could try. It's watching you.
Yeah, we'll come back
Alright.
down.
I'm
We'll go
gonna
back
head over to it. Sorry. My fantasy grounds has decided right this moment that it needs an update. So I'm just on the phone. But I would love to head over and to have a little chat with it. Which one is this?
Oh, you have no idea. This looks to be just one of the like the scouts, as it were. Also, just
Okay.
super quickly, a massive thank you to Noria for $30 being donated to the stream. Noria, you are a bloody legend. Thank you so much. As I mentioned, all proceeds will be going towards the fundraiser at the end of the week. So please, if you would be so kind, let us know exactly what you would like to offer the players. With your generous $30 donation, you can give some Wheel of Woe, you can add some hero points, you can give a nat 20 to someone. Let us know and take your pick. All right. So, yes, this appears to be one of the scouts.
Ooh.
Hero points for everyone. All right.
Oh, yay! Do I know whether or not the one that... Have I figured out whether or not I can actually damage these guys?
You've become accustomed to the notion of werewolves requiring silver in order to defeat them.
Okay. Do I have any silver coins?
You tell me.
I feel like I would have a few, probably not
Well,
a
look.
whole lot.
Look, I've got one golden rule, and that is if it's not on your sheet, you don't have it.
Okay.
The
all right.
golden rule or the silver rule?
Silver rule.
Okay. If you could, I'm so sorry. If you could check that. I think I converted everything to gold. So I'm gonna look over at my friends and be like, and if you've got a coin,
I just got gold and copper.
I have 6 silver.
I borrow one.
All right. Everyone has also received a hero point from Noria.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks, Noria.
I'm gonna. First of all, can I hide the fact that I have this silver coin from from the werewolf? Has the werewolf been watching me close enough to see me grab this silver coin?
Pretty close. You're fairly confident it's seen you.
Okay. All right. I am
Also
going
heard
to...
you. And spoken your language.
Sure.
Broken
I am
language.
going to. I'm going to head up to it, just out of its reach, and I'm going to be like, "So you want to play a little game, do you?"
Not interested in games. Just ripping your flesh from your bones.
Well, that's part of this game, isn't it? It'll be super fun.
I suppose we could just interest you in a steak instead.
How about this? I'm going to hold my hand out, and we're going to see if you can bite it.
What?
Would you like a little hand meat?
He seems suspicious.
How about this? If you can bite my whole hand off, I will unlock this gate for you. Whereas, if you miss, you have to leave. How does that sound?
Oh.
You speak brave. He contemplates. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
No.
Okay, sadly my fantasy grounds is still loading. Could
Oh,
you
did not say
possibly roll
what?
that?
All
for
right,
me?
yeah, I can roll that for you. All right, so Ipselis, with your persuasion check, you get a yeah.
73.
It's a 19. You convince.
okay.
You convince him. Yeah. The werewolf says, "Very well. If you
All right.
win your little game, then I will leave."
Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. So so here's my plan, and you let me know what I need to roll in order to succeed in this plan. My plan is to hold my fist out, and as soon as he starts going for it, as soon as I see him trying to get it, I'm just going to open my palm and throw the silver coin into his mouth, hopefully down his throat and forcing him to swallow it.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to, at the same time, pull my hand back to safety.
Okay. So I think for the total of this, you would need to make with the first check. You would need to. Well, it would get an attack action against you. Let's start with that.
Okay.
All right. Regardless of the attack action, you would need to make a sleight of hand in order to get the silver coin into the werewolf's mouth.
Fabulous.
If you can make the sleight of hand check, then you can make an attack action with the improvised weapon. I would say, I would say it would just be a ranged attack, straight up ranged attack. And at which point you would then need a dex save to pull out, unless of course he hits you. If he hits you, then you'll need to make a strength check to rip your arm out.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, so dex or strength for the last bit. So let's start with the first bit. The first bit is, of course, going to be you sticking your arm out and the sleight of hand check.
Oh, Lord! Okay!
All right,
Okay, go for it.
Here we
Let's
go.
see how this goes.
sleight of hand of 12.
Ooh. Can I... What do I have at my disposal that I can use to improve that?
You have a hero point, so the hero point will allow you to reroll. But let me just see what the werewolf gets for. I mean, the werewolf might not notice. So let's see how he fares with his perception check. Oh, he does not notice.
Yay! Okay.
So you succeed. You have hidden the coin. It is going to open its jaws and ready for when your arm comes out. You brace yourself as you stick your arm out. And I would like to take a moment to thank Aya Janasi
Yay.
for the natural 20 she just gave me.
Oh no!
I'm gonna get my pocket watch ready.
Wait.
What
Is
this
that for you?
because I said you were mean? Is that why? Is this from last week? Is this more werewolf?
Wait, is it natural 20 for you?
Yes. Yep. It's
Okay, I do. Well,
God.
well, here's the thing.
yeah.
So as a grave cleric, well, since this is not like a roll natural 20, I'll leave this up to you. But I do have an ability called Sentinel at Death's Door, where if I see someone get a critical hit, I can make it a regular hit.
Oh, very nice.
So I mean, you're still gonna get hit because like we're gonna call that like you still got hit, but you're not gonna get the critical effect.
Yeah, look, I'm happy for that. I think that's fair play, as that is something that you are capable of doing. Is there any additional elements to that you need? Like, do you need to be aware of the attack, which I'd say that you are, or do you need to be within range? Like,
it's a reaction when I see a creature within 30 feet of me suffer a critical hit. I can turn that hit into a normal hit. Any effects triggered by that critical hit are canceled.
all right, very well. All right, yes. In which case, that is not a problem. So, it is going to bite you.
Sorry, Ire.
Rude.
I'm sorry you spent
Rude.
money on a natural 20.
Damn. Well, thankfully, due to McKinley's assistance, as he grabs onto your arm, he chomps down deeply.
All right, I am going to, as he chomps down, I'm
Hold
going
up.
to release. Sorry,
2 seconds. As he bites down, you take 3 points of damage.
ugh.
Now, you are going to make a ranged attack to throw your weapon.
Well, so I gotta say, if my hand is currently in his mouth,
Well, I'd say your forearm. I'd say your forearm. So you're kind of trying to do this as he's biting you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're trying to throw the coin in as he's biting your hand.
Correct. He's basically trying to flick it into its mouth as he's biting.
Someone got a reroll.
Ooh.
Reroll the con save.
Nice one. I haven't told him about the con save yet, but I'll accept the reroll. So let's continue on that one.
All right, and I've got my character back up, so I can actually do rolls now. So, well.
Oh, okay. Very well.
Sorry. No. I will accept that.
Okay. Well, it's actually not you rolling. So basically, on my character sheet, I've got I can make you reroll for stuff. So very, very big thank you to Rykon for the reroll, which has staved off lycanthropy that was about to afflict our poor Ipselis.
Oh, I would love to be a fabulous like.
Oh, I was like this close to turning you
werewolf.
into a werewolf and then having you attack the group from inside the castle. That would have been amazing.
Oh, wait, it happens that fast. How fast is lycanthropy?
Well, it doesn't happen that fast. It's just, it happens, right? By the way, ladies and
my
gentlemen, I'd like
God.
to take a very quick moment to
Happens.
thank Throbbing Cowboy. Welcome to the crypt, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Much obliged. And another massive thank you to Ayer Janasi. For another
one.
for another nat 20.
No,
I'm being spoiled.
My first one didn't work.
You know how the werewolves were coming in.
Yeah.
The lycanthropy, then the werewolf in you wants to get out so badly, you just change instantly.
Yeah, that's it. It's straight away. Also, a massive shout out and thank you to Sick Professor and Muted for joining the channel as well, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. It's great to see you here and hope you enjoy this show. I don't know how you're not following already. Look at you guys go. All right. Also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to thank not only the people who have been donating, but also remind everyone that we are doing a big-ass fundraiser at the end of the week. So all proceeds are going towards the fundraiser. So thank you so much on behalf of myself, the Dreaded GM, and Robert Hartley for your kind contributions. But anyway, moving right along. If you could, please make a dexterity check, as you are not proficient with your silver coin, but let us see if you can flick that coin into its mouth. Ayer Janasi, oh my god, with 5 gifted 1-tier subs. Thank you
Oh my God.
so much for the kind generosity.
That's
To
amazing.
London Euphoria, to Straya Mutstrut, to Antan Carmola, to the Jolly Buddha, and to Mike Tall One. Thank you all, and I hope that you enjoy your subscriptions, enjoy your new emotes, and welcome to the crypt. All right. So, yes, make your attack if you'd be so kind, Ipselis.
So I am. Let's see. All right. So, what should I use for that? Should I just use a basic ranged attack?
Just your dexterity check would be perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So hold on while I get back over there. Do you want to do that for me? My fantasy grounds, for some reason, seems to be still.
Yeah, that's
being a
okay.
little
Yeah, I
weird.
got you, buddy. All right, here we go. Dexterity check of. Ooh, that is a 6. Now you do have your. Okay, go on.
I'll use my hero point for that if I'm not getting any attack bonuses or anything.
No, absolutely. Here
Use
we
my
go.
hero point.
Oh,
Come
that's
on.
even worse.
I'm gonna
Oh
use one of my
my-
chronal shifts.
Okay, Chronal Shift gives you a free use on this.
Was it reversed?
All right, that's
Yeah!
a 16. That's much
Thank
better.
God. Thank you.
All right, with a 16, you will hit its armor class of 11. The coin
Yes.
will go into its mouth. Now, it'll deal 1 point of damage, but it is now in its mouth. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it will be effectively poisoned. It is poisoned. It turns
Yay!
around and the wolf runs back into the wilderness. It is howling in pain from the silver piece.
With a silver coin in its stomach.
Ah,
Yeah.
Well, it's more like lodged in its throat, which is still incredibly discomforting as it retreats from the battle. You, however, have a glorious bite mark down your arm, but it's not too bad. Like, it's only 3 points of damage, to be honest. So you're okay.
Worth it.
It's 3 teeth mark.
Absolutely
It's
worth
like
it.
15.
Yeah. I'd say
I'm
it
just
was
gonna-
worth it.
It's
I'm
just
just
the
gonna
front teeth
look. Yeah, just gonna look out there and just be like, stupid dogs. Good lord.
Well, there's 5 more of them, so that's your other arm, both legs, and.
Yep.
that-
Worth it still. Kick a stupid dog in the face.
And I do just happen to have 5 more silver pieces.
Demir the enabler.
Do we see any more
That's
werewolves
right.
out there?
You do not. You're pretty confident that they are
Possibly
still
get away
out
now.
there. You are pretty confident that they are still out there, but this one was in close enough proximity to try and grab you, but it did not. All right.
Okay, I was gonna say, since we don't see any more right now, we could technically go, but
Oh
yeah.
no, I heard the howling.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
sure.
no, there's still plenty of them
Plus,
out
they got,
there. We
I'm
need
pretty
to
sure
solve.
they've got great and all, like pretty good.
We need
spelling.
backup, and we need it fast.
True.
All right. You begin to move past the iron gate. No signs of the werewolves since the very cunning and shrewd attack from Ipsilis. You make your way up the second flight of stairs on the opposite end of the long corridor, finding yourselves in front of a single door. Creaking it open, it reveals the chamber beyond. What appears to be a large room filled with tattered brown drapes covering the windows, not too dissimilar to the circular room you had previously been in. However, upon the floor here and strewn about are the wreckages of about a half-dozen beds, as well as other pieces of furniture, small reading tables, what may have possibly been a lockbox or a locker of some kind. Once upon a time, this may have housed the staff of Argynvastholt, but now lies in decrepit ruin.
Oh dear. Well, this doesn't look good. I think, but I
These
think it
words
calls
don't look
certainly
comfortable at
for
all.
a little bit more investigation. Shall we? Does anyone want to help me investigate?
I'm gonna help him.
I'm not sure there'd be much to find amongst ruined beds, but help yourself.
And let's see. So since he's helping me, do I get advantage?
No, because you search through the beds and you find nothing. Only
What
little.
about the lockbox?
Pillows.
No, the lockbox are destroyed, so you just find pieces of the lockbox.
Oh, I
and
see.
stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Also, super quick, thank you to, of course, our lovely friend Tasriel and Noria for their bit donations, and a massive welcome to Aganike25. Thank you for the follow. Alright. You can see, however, to the south of this room, there is a curtain dragged over what could be a passageway beyond.
Is it?
Do you look?
Yep.
Excellent. As you do
Could
so,
be, but
you see a passageway beyond.
Yay!
A large kitchen seems to have been here. Plundered, its tables are overturned, the floor littered with rusted utensils and
I'm
smashed
so sorry,
crockery.
Argento.
Narrow windows flank what look to be a hearth from which iron pots hang from a hook inside of a blackened fireplace. They rattle on the hook and bob up and down, as though something may be behind and in the furnace itself.
Oh dear.
I back up in case there's another elemental.
Could be a another spirit reading.
Do you wish to look?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
All right.
Is this at the end or at the side?
It's the it's this thing
Yeah.
here. Yep, that's it. Yep. All right. You make your way, and as you do, suddenly, a bat flies out and starts attacking you in the face.
Oh my god.
All right,
Giant.
let's see what it does. It tries to bite you, Domiro. Ah! Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
You take 1 damage as it starts snapping and biting at you. What do you then do?
Is it just a regular bat?
Yeah, it's just a regular bat.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
I shouldn't joke about that.
I can't seem to click that. There we go. Alright.
Are you trying to Are you trying to make me forget about your bat that apparently has been suffocated in your clothes?
Another dimension.
Yeah.
So it's actually a 10 because I haven't got the +1 from my luck stone. I don't think.
No, it does not. I completely forgot. But that might do it. Yeah, that'll do it. You grab the bat. It's sort of yeah. It is thrashing about. It is super angry.
It pulls him off the ground and he starts flying. And oh.
All right, what do you do?
I will just take it to the window.
Yep, it struggles, but you can't really do anything about it.
Out the window.
All right,
There's
you
a-
open the window, and you throw it out. It then
Oh wait,
flies.
the window is closed.
All right, throwing the throwing the bat out the window, it flies out, and actually at this point in time, with the dirty and grimy window now open, you see a rather horrific sight on the other side. You see what looks to be a graveyard stretching out in the back.
Oh dear.
Now, the graveyard that stretches out before you seems to have several plots that have been exhumed. Empty holes appear where once gravestones used to lie. And on the other side of this graveyard, you can see, clear as day, a large structure, like a mausoleum, at the end of a pathway leading from the back of the house.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, I think that's quite interesting. Is there a way for those werewolves to get in?
No. Apparently surrounding this graveyard, there are several large wrought iron walls. Concrete walls that stretch outwards and then have these leaned out over like gates or bars that prevent people from getting through.
at least we can kind of be outside then.
Well,
Do we want to check it out?
I think that it might make sense to finish checking the house before we exit. Let's. Again, I don't enjoy having something sneak up behind us. I would rather not face
True.
something devastating in the mausoleum and suddenly
Well,
step out to face something even more devastating.
You probably don't know this, but we have several magic items that prevent that from happening. So we don't tend to concern ourselves with sneaking types.
Oh really? Well, that's impressive.
I feel like Esther is
Yeah.
yelling something.
Yeah. It might have been
No, that was
obscene.
me. That was me internally screaming.
It was-
the whole time. Anyways.
Very good.
It's probably all beeps.
Yeah. So now that Demiro has been bitten by a radioactive bat, slowly his body begins to undergo changes.
Amazing.
Yes. Na 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 na
Yeah,
na
myself
na
up.
na 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 na
Batman.
Bat Satyr! Bat Satyr!
Man, what happens when my laptop decides to
Bat.
die on me? My goodness.
We have Bat Satyr on our team now.
Well, I mean, that's interesting. instead of jumping out the window, I guess we'll continue until we find a way out there.
The
Can we
guy
see?
jumps out the window.
We can sort of see a staircase just on the edge, so I guess if we just head further down, then we should find a way.
Just running around the room.
All right, Argento is just sprinting in circles. Like, I haven't hit anything in 12 minutes.
The kitchen is destroyed. Oh my god!
All right, to the south, you find the double doors leading you into what appears to be the next chamber. As you open the doors creaking as they open into what looks to be a dining hall. Here is the only room that seems to contain any source of light, which I do apologize. Let me see if I can actually add a source of light here. Light. There we go. Spell light. Can I add one here? Please?
Isodaria.
Light. No? Ambient light. No? Ah, this one. Yes.
Before we leave the room,
There you go.
Argento wants to say something really quick before we leave and just sort of make an
Double check that you
observation.
can't cook something up.
Yeah, I was going to eat the bat. But that's I'm not.
Sorry.
That's why he was running around the room because he's like.
I just I kind of want to point out the idea of the fact that finding something a bit strange how in the other room we ran into a dragon, and in this room there was a bat, and on the mural in the other room there was a dragon and a bat creature.
So what you're basically saying is you need to take this wild bat and throw it in the fire.
Well, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
I think what he's trying to say is we've just defeated Strahd.
Yes.
We freed him by
Obviously.
letting him out of the castle.
Sure, you've beaten Strahd. Congratulations. Let's go.
In Argento's mind, he's trying to be very educated on this and saying like,
Now we just gotta get rid of the fire.
Yes, just trying to.
I'm wondering what's going on with this.
Put 2 and 2 together and he's got 5.
That's it.
Yep.
Jesus
That's why I
Christ.
was running around the room. I was so excited about my
Where's
thoughts
the
on
bat? Where's
this.
the bat?
I see. All right. Very well. Now, after a brief discussion on the different flavors of Batbecue that you were trying to establish, you find yourselves entering what looks to be a dining hall. A 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs seems to stand in the center of this hall. As Argento enters, it has a very strong reverence, like a Knights of the Round Table feel. There is history that seems to emanate from everything, from the wood to the stone. The chairs that surround the table have been carved so its back resembles the folds of a dragon's wing, and several chairs seem to have been overturned, smashed to pieces lying on the floor. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier, which glows with a soft white light. And standing in the windowed alcoves are 2 life-size depictions of knights with dragon-winged helms and large shields. These are the Dragon Knights. You also recognize very clearly the armor that these 2 wear are similar to the armor that were worn by Spence and Sir Tem.
Oh, okay.
As you enter, rainwater seems to trickle through several cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the western wall, creating a large puddle against one side of this room. 5 sets of wooden doors lead out of this area. The pair that you've just come through, another set that seem to be broken and ajar, leading back into the front of the mansion. Another one to the southwest, also leading to that same area. Another one to the south, leading who knows where, likely to the chamber where all the spiders were, and one final one that seems to be heading to the east.
Wow. Let me see. If we are... So there's... Let's see. So there's south, there's east, and there's west, it looks like.
Yeah. Now, for
Alright.
expedience sake, because again, our games are like 2 hours long, so we'll expedite this. Yes, you'll identify very
Investigate.
quickly. Yeah, you'll identify very quickly the southern doors will lead you to the room where all the spiders were, and
Okay.
the one to the southwest also leads you back to the main entrance.
Oh, okay. I would love to just peek into the room with the spiders and just see if the fire's gone out yet.
You go to the front. You go to that door, and as you do so, you still feel the heat on the other side.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like it should be very cozy in the castle for a bit longer. I don't think anyone will need a jacket.
And a natural fireplace going on. An oven. Put the spider in.
And is there anything if I investigate, do I find anything with like the statues or the big puddle or anything?
Not overly. Here it seems to be relatively secure. You just notice that these statues seem to be very lifelike, as if they weren't just depictions, but actually carved based on the visage of members of the Dragon Knights.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something to see if they're actually enchanted?
They're
in
not
some
enchanted in any way.
Okay. Well then, I'm not going to worry about that. They're not an immediate threat. So,
All right.
So it looks like we have to squeeze through these doors. Is that right?
No. You can go through them easily enough. They're just already open.
Okay.
All right. Do you wish to go there?
Yeah.
All right. Stepping through into the next chamber. You
I'll
find
come with
yourself.
you, Demiro.
You find yourself in a room with cracked wooden pillars supporting a U-shaped balcony which hangs over the stone wooden chapel. Narrow archways lead to a spiraling staircase that curl upwards towards that balcony, and a door set in the northern wall has a wooden beam barring it from this side. At the end of the east of the chapel rests a stone altar, flanked by by several iron candelabra. Tall and arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One window has been shattered, covering the chapel with shards of colored glass, allowing for a thick fog to enter the room and swirl around the floor. Now, as you enter Ipselus and Demiro, there is this throbbing feeling in your chest as something seems to almost clutch coldly at your, the feeling is almost as if something has grabbed the nerves around your heart and is slowly bringing them to being taut, making your chest kind of seize up.
Does it intensify as we move closer to the altar?
Yes. In fact, more importantly, as you make your way closer to the altar, in the fog itself, you can actually see 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar.
Hello.
The 3 figures in front of you are clad in tattered chainmail that afford the same protection as you imagine leather armor would. By their hips they carry a long sword and they seem locked in prayer.
Oh.
Do you suppose that these could be some of the knights we're supposed to help?
They do look rather knight-like.
They seem to be whispering quietly.
I put my hand on Argento's shoulder.
Can I try and make out what they're saying?
Maybe
You'll need to move a little bit closer.
Okay.
All right.
I just
I'll do the same.
Joe?
I'm
just say
going
to
to ready
Argento,
my bow
What was that, Bagog?
just in
was
case
that
they're not friendly.
Oh, you're good. I just say to Argento, maybe these are the knights that the elementalists mentioned.
Perhaps. And then I just sort of slowly move into the room and off to the other side of this little.
So can I hear them yet?
Yes. When you get to about here, you will be able to hear them. As you hear them, they say, "Forgive me. Forgive me. We never meant for this to happen. We never meant for us to fail so spectacularly as we had. If we only knew, if we only had the power and the support we needed, we might have been able to fight against our fate. But it was not to be. It's not our fault." And you hear all three start chanting, "It's not our fault. It's not our fault."
If you had the power to fight your fate, would you? No.
All right.
Oh dear, what'd you do? What'd you do?
I don't know. I just said words. Ah!
The creatures look at you, filled with rage and hatred. They draw their weapons from their side
Oh no.
and
Say.
I'm of course going to try to get them with the ring.
we're gonna roll
Because
initiative.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you may do so. All right. All right. Vagag, you are up first as they fly into a blind rage. Let me see if I can get a picture of these dudes.
Provoked by Vagag.
Here we go.
Oh no.
That's pretty much exactly what's about to happen.
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go. That is the visage of the creatures that attack you now.
Oh no. This
Alright,
is
so-
not okay.
All right, Vagag, you're up first.
So fly is still in action, so I'm currently like floating, but I will cast Mage Armor on myself, in case someone like runs at me. Because if they are mad at me, I'm assuming they're coming for me. So yeah, I'm gonna put Mage Armor on myself as a almost purpley armor kind of flows over me.
All right.
So Mage Armor, and then I will put spell. And my cast action, and I'm gonna kind of fly towards the. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna. How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling's about 20 foot high.
All right, I'm gonna just fly to the ceiling.
All right. You begin to float upwards as your mage armor collects over your body, and as you do so, you make your way until your hand can touch the ceiling just above where you are.
All right, and then that ends my turn.
All right. Argento, you're up next.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is use Hunter's Mark on this Revenant number 2, I believe, the one that's in straight line of sight of me.
Yep. As you
I
do
give
so,
Hunter's Mark?
your eyes begin to focus in, and you begin to pick this one as a target for your hunter's mark.
And then I basically just want to charge up to him, obviously with my hammer, and then I'll make 2 attacks with my war hammer.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Solid hit.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, I do an extra 1d6.
Awesome.
And the extra 1d6. Woo! It's 5.
All right.
And then
So
my
I'll add that
second-
extra. So hang on. Let me just add that extra 5. Yep.
Wow.
Nice. Solid hit.
Ooh.
Wow.
6.
And an extra 4. Nice. All right. You step forward, and with a series of blows with your hammer, you start wailing on the Revenant. Its head knocks back left and right as you unleash a series of devastating attacks. Demiro, you're next.
Well, I believe that we may have been tasked with a quest to assist you in turning to the light. But it seems that we may need to temper your anger first. And I will cast a heat metal on the one in the middle.
Very well.
Oh dear.
All right, that'll work. So
8 damage.
so does it have any save for that, or is it just you take damage?
It's 2d8 damage, and then there's a Constitution save to drop it. If it can't drop it, then it's got disadvantage on attack and ability checks.
Nice. All
And
right.
I'm guessing it can't drop its armor.
No, it can't drop its armor. All right, its armor begins to glow vibrantly as fire begins to burn its visage.
Sure, if I can. I don't think I can drag 2d8 onto it for damage, so just roll it.
It should be damage in your spell.
Yes. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. Same roll, I guess.
Let's see.
9.
What does that do? Ah,
Does all the things.
Very nice. Cool. That's an interesting ability, and I'm glad that it's automated. Cool. Esther, you're up next. Oh, long story short, its regeneration is disabled, which when you do fire damage, the Fantasy Grounds already calculates and will not regenerate for it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yay.
I guess the fire dragon was the clue. Show them with fire.
Good to know that they can regenerate.
All right, Esther, what do you want to do?
Okay. Can I tell what we can tell what kind of creatures are, or we just know that generally they are some sort of undead or spiritual being? Or
no one's made any kind of check, but you can make a religion check if you wish to try and identify what type of creature this is.
Okay.
Nice.
Easy. You can tell that these creatures are revenants. What you would know about revenants is revenants are a corporeal form of undead, formed from the souls of mortals who met a cruel and undeserving fate. They have clawed their way back through to the land of the living, reclaiming their mortal body, and resembles superfluously a zombie. Their lifeless eyes glow with a burning resolve and a flair for vengeance, seeking to exact revenge, usually on those who had destroyed or betrayed them in life. The spirit of a revenant has also been known to enter the body or corpse of another human, but it is quite rare to do so. Regardless of what the body the revenant is using, it always recognizes its adversary, and its adversary will always recognize the revenant for who it truly is. Also, a big hello to Greg, son of Horus, and Red Dragon DM. Hello! You know, you haven't come in at the end. You've come in with maybe about half an hour or so to go. So, we're in the middle of a battle. Long story short, the group has found some revenants to battle. So,
Let's see.
what are you going to do, Esther?
I want to get close to. Wait, let me map this out. These are 5 foot.
5 foot squares? Yes, they are.
Okay. 5.
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
Oh, it's okay. That's good right there. That's good, I guess. And I just want to get as close as I can to see the altar and see if there's any sort of iconography behind it. So basically, yeah, as close as I can get to inspect. Well, I guess not inspect enough, like actually investigate it, but just see what the altar is and if there's any like general iconography or reliquaries behind it.
Okay, looking behind it, you can study and notice that that this area or this place seems to be dedicated to a god of the dawn, likely Lathander, who is well known as the Morning Lord. However, again, this whole place has been kind of, I wouldn't say defiled, but it's definitely been neglected.
Okay. Then let me see. I want to word. I'm just gonna say to everyone else, that if we can find a way to get through to them, we find it. And I'm going to, hold a, well, let's see. I think I just generally want to be defensive, but would I have to, like, hold an attack action for if one of them approaches me, So how did generally defense work in that sense?
Well, you can take an action to enter a defensive stance. To do so would give you a bonus to your AC. Otherwise, you can ready an action to make a retaliatory attack if they enter into your area.
Okay. I think what she's gonna do is that she's gonna take the defensive stance. Just generally that would be more what she would do.
Yep. Alright. You take a defensive stance, and as you do so... Sorry, I just dropped half my stuff.
No worries.
Alright. You take a defensive stance, and you prepare for what is to come. Alright. The Revenants. Well, the first one begins to move. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one will take an attack on Ipsalus.
Rude.
And we'll roll a
very
natural
rude.
1.
Yeah!
Yes. Can I just yell at him like while he's missing this attack? Just what do you want?
It looks and says, "We seek vengeance. Revenge for our death.
Against who?
Against all." As he slashes at you with his
I
multi-attack.
didn't kill you, you silly bastard.
You will join us.
Whoa.
I won't.
Join us in death. The second Revenant is going to go for Argento. Is that a bonus action? No way that's a bonus action.
Rude. That's rude too. Bonus action. Did he just hit me
He
real
did.
hard?
He stabbed you super hard. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, I guess there's a bonus action. Alright, wisdom saving throw on Argento. I don't want to do this on Argento.
Oh!
What do you mean?
He said no.
I can
said
see him from
no.
here. Right? Oh,
good.
he's not
That's
within
good.
30. Oh,
Great.
okay, good. Oh, okay.
I'm just waiting for Neil to catch up. It's fine. I feel like at a certain point, Neil is just so loud, it's easier to wait for him to figure out what's happened. Yes, thankfully, Argento has rolled a natural 20 on his saving throw and has managed to avoid the effect. However, once
I
again,
really wanted to see what I was going to do.
2 attacks.
Research.
The
I
poison?
did my research.
I got scared.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? 1 attack and a critical hit.
No.
Can I
Am I
do that?
within
No,
30
no.
Oh no.
So what are you doing?
No!
There you are. You're 15 feet away.
What are you doing, Picard?
Oh, I'm 15 feet? Okay, actually, never mind. I was gonna do Chronal Shift on that first crit, but since it was fine, I thought it was bad, so I was like,
Very
It
well.
was.
I
oh,
think,
but I can do it on this one. Oh, whoops, never mind.
I think Esther was going to
Esther?
use the death ward.
Am I within 30 feet?
You are within 30 foot. Yep.
Okay, then, I negate the critical effect.
Sure.
Again.
I will count
Hell
the
yeah.
damage. I will count that damage as both attacks worth of damage, as you have reduced the critical hit to a regular one, and as he slashes at you twice, once again you have managed to stave off death thanks to the effect of Esther's quick thinking.
You scared myself. I'm sorry.
The third Revenant will move towards Esther. Alright, now Esther, they get disadvantage on attacking you as you have granted yourself.
Would it be I thought it was you said +2 AC. Which?
Oh, it's
Well, he has
disadvantage because it's
Okay.
D&D.
Disadvantage because he was on fire.
Yeah, he's got disadvantage because of heat metal.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, he still hits you. What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
doesn't matter.
No, first one misses you. Sorry, I didn't do the disadvantage to the second one. Ignore that.
Okay.
Second
Yeah,
one
alright.
will still miss. So 2 attacks both will miss. As we then go to Ipsalus.
Oh, all right. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Do I know the same things that that you mentioned before?
Which bit?
The bits about everything that we know about the Revenants.
Yeah, I mean, assuming Esther told everyone, yeah, 100%.
All right. So I know they're looking for somebody. I know that we are not those people. I mean, I'm assuming that you guys didn't come here, murder all of them, and then leave and pretend you've never been here before.
They'll say as they.
You don't know us. You're Norse.
Yeah, you don't know what we've been up to.
You know,
You
You
don't
don't know
recall
our
them.
trials in life.
Okay,
But
I
then if
am
you-
going to. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
Okay, very nice.
That's a little action, so they can't. At least they can't jump into me and possess me. So I like that. There's then I am going to just prepare my great club. Gonna put my bow away, prepare my great club, and look at it and say, "We can help you defeat the one that killed you if you stop trying to murder us." Does that do anything, or did they just shrug that off? Oh, and I wanted to try to use my ring. Oh, but that's an action, isn't it?
Yes, it is an action.
Damn!
All right.
I cannot use the ring of emotion.
All right. Your protection from evil procs as your body is surrounded by a aura that seems to shield you for the time being. Your words seem to fall on relatively deaf ears. You do get a sense that they are they're very obsessed, or at least they're blaming others for the fact that they are no longer in the land of the living.
And then I can't do oh no, persuasion would be an action too. Damn you!
All right, Vagog.
Alright, I'm going to fly over around the corner to go assist Argento. It's flying still on top of the ceiling.
Mhm.
I was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just kind of up here. And then I'm going to, from above, just kind of cast down at the Revenant. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
So chill touch. As you form ice in your hands, you take a ranged attack as you attempt to chill the cold creature in front of you.
Is it haste?
That'll hit.
Oh,
Deal your damage.
Alright, so 2d8 necrotic damage. So it does 6 necrotic, and then it can't regain hit points. And is it undead then?
They are undead.
Alright, so then it also gets disadvantage on its until it's I think it's disadvantage on its attack rolls until it ends until the end of my next turn.
Is
So
that
it can't regain.
okay? Is that if it's undead?
Yeah, it says if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Nice.
Oh, until against me. Okay. But yeah, for now, until the start of its next turn, it can't regain hit points.
Very cool.
Nice.
All right. Done. Next up is Argento.
Yes.
Get him! Get
Actually,
him!
Start of
I forgot
my-
that I get advantage
my
on
turn,
attack
so-
rolls because I've got that special.
Yep. Connection
Forgot
to the
that.
place.
There we go. So Now that I'm pissed off that he's attacked me, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite at level 2.
Ooh, very nice. All right. Your hammer begins to glow with this righteous flame, and you swing. Nice! Big heavy hit.
Damage. So it's going to get this damage. Why is it giving me advantage? Damn it.
No, that you made another attack by accident.
Jeez, come on, man. Get with it. There's that one. And then there's 3d6.
All right,
Yeah.
so 16 extra damage to Revenant
Yeah.
2. All right.
And then
done.
let's see. No, I'll wait to do that one. Now I'll do advantage on this.
All right.
This one here.
And your second hit.
Not giving me advantage, but it hits anyway.
It says you got disadvantage from something.
Yeah, don't know what's going on with that. Don't know why. Anyhow, we'll roll for damage. And then the 3d6 again.
Oh, I know why. Because
Light.
no, you need to put that grant disadvantage on attack on you. By the way, Vigog. Not on them. Because you gave him the effect that he gets disadvantage on all
Okay,
this.
yeah, it does say grant disadvantage and then self. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll put that on.
Yeah, so drop that on
bad.
yourself.
So
All right.
that last hit, where is he at? Is he fairly close to, or is he nowhere near? Or do we know?
No, he's you got no idea. He's an undead. He looks dead. All right.
All right, I'll save it.
Demira, it is your turn.
We use a bonus action to inflict the fire damage again. And are undead immune to a bleed effect, or is a bleed effect not actually bleeding? It's just
No, bleed in D&D 5e, not all undead have immunity to bleed.
Ooh.
then I shall attempt to use the pipe dagger and jab it.
All right, you thrust your pipe dagger, a small cylinder with a sharp pointed tip, directly into the side of this creature. Nice, solid hit. The wound
That's
cuts
actually
deep.
a crit on that pipe dagger.
Is it?
Yeah, 16 to 20.
Hey? Wow.
Oh.
Is that a custom item?
You made it.
Did I? I don't remember giving it a crit throw. Do I? I thought it was the same as a regular dagger.
Nope. It is not the same as a regular dagger.
I thought it just added bleed, but sure.
It's crit
Is that
on a
the one that
16 to
played
20.
music that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, well, if that's what I did, let's do it. Critical hit. Deal your damage.
Awesome. Yeah.
Also, let me just check to see if I can actually add that as a... Let's see, pipe dagger. Yeah, I did crit 1920, 1620, yeah.
So I don't know how to make it crit damage. Is there a way actually?
2060.
Oh, you hold down left shift.
Then left shift.
Yep. And then just drop the damage. Yep, there you go. Alright, 5 points of damage and 2d6 bleed.
Let's roll that in
Oh.
the chat.
Yeah, just roll that in chat. Alright, 5 points of damage. So as you stick the the Revenant. You watch as blood begins to pour out of it at quite a rapid rate. Esther, you are witness to this. What do you do?
Sorry?
You witnessed a mirror opening up a ventilation shaft in one of the Revenants.
So that's how that works.
Oh yeah, it is a
Starts
deep
playing
and
music.
vicious wound.
Ooh.
Isn't it playing music now too?
Yes, playing a sorrowful
It is actually
tune.
no, it is actually playing music. It is actually playing quite
more, yeah.
morbid pipe music.
Okay. So. Then,
Bye, Tasfrio.
What you know is that it seems that the altar they were standing before was dedicated to Lathander, right?
Yes.
Okay. Would I? So. I don't imagine this would actually do anything because of how kind of far off they are at this point, but could I, with the way the light spell works, could I make the light only affect the head of a weapon? Like if I used it on my mace, or would it be the whole weapon?
No, I'd say you'd be able to focus it, so you could say yes. Like if you cast light, you can cast it on the head of the weapon.
Okay. Then I take out my mace, which I don't believe I've ever actually used. And I just hold it, and then the head is resting on one of my hands, and then as I'm holding it, I try to make it as radiant a hue as I can, the light, and it so I just cast the light spell on the head of the mace.
All right, the
to
mace
make it look
begins
as
to
radiant
glow
as
brightly, super brightly, in fact.
Okay. And that was action. Okay. So I can't exactly do the next part yet because so I can't do that yet, but basically I just want to have this sort of visual representation of the idea of the light, because it seems like this is this is a very dark room, and two, just like kind of holding it, not in a sense that I'm about to attack them with this glowing mace, but just holding it.
So you're kind of like
Well,
presenting it, trying to, trying to repel it, as it were.
right, yeah.
All right, not too bad. I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of turn undead, which you're not using.
Wait, repel? No, not repel, just having it, presenting it in a sense.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
trying to, not like be gone, demon. But,
Right.
Just kind of having it.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that.
All right, Ibselis, you are now the proud owner of a Nat 20, courtesy of Ire Genasi.
Oh my god, thank you, Arajanasi.
Thank you so much.
Well then, what I would like to do, I'm going to use
Whoa,
that right...
calm down. It's not your turn yet, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was my turn.
It's a Nat 20, not a free
all
turn,
of you.
buddy.
I grew up
Jesus,
with
this
friggin'
guy.
elves.
With my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word with a second level spell slot on Argento.
All right. As you heal, Argento, the magic words that seem to come from your ally seem to fill you with a sense of clarity and healing. As we go to our revenants. And just because you got a Nat 20, bonus action, I'm going to stare at you.
Rude.
Oh.
Nah, you're fine. Alright. I'm going to use
I ain't a scared of you.
I just heard.
my longsword attack. Which will, of course, cut directly into Ibselis.
Wait, hold on. Are you rolling with disadvantage? Because I am covered by protection from good and evil.
I was not, but I can. I did not, so let me just roll that again real quick.
You can drag that effect onto yourself, which will then apply it.
Oh, Oh, okay. So
Disadvantage. Okay, yeah, no, he does not hit you. And also, yes, drag the effect onto you.
So I just drag the little shield onto me.
No,
no. It
there's
should
like
be
a
able to.
magnifying glass.
The magnifying glass onto me.
Nope. Hit the magnifying glass, and then it'll create a little drop-down menu for the spell, and then there should be a little man under the effect.
I see that little man.
Yep, drag that dude onto you.
All right, I have done so.
Excellent.
I hope it works.
Good. Because I'm now going to absolutely ignore it, and I'm going to burn. I'm going to burn my lovely nat 20
Rude.
and land an automatic critical hit on you.
I can't make it re-roll that either.
I don't know. Oh, God.
All right.
Making me say, oh, that's more so much anyways. I have the ability, a limited amount of
All right,
times to do that.
Ibselis. That is a
Ugh.
21 damage, which you managed to maintain through your concentrate. You managed to maintain your concentration spell after taking a massive, massive blow.
How you looking up, Celeste?
All right,
I am
guessing
looking
I'm
bad, dude.
not ideal.
No, I'm still okay. I'm still standing, but probably another crit. Hey, Aragenasi, if you want me to be able to use my natural 20.
All right, as you
I just need to survive a round.
All right. As you hold your wound, the throbbing pain rushes through your body from top to bottom from the open gash. As we go to the one fighting Argento. Once again, the long sword finds purchase. Hey, thank you so much, throbbing cowboy. Look, I've been trying to make it worth your while, so just saying. All right. What's that one from? I mean, it's 2d10 plus 6 plus 4, but what's that 1d6 from? Is that anything in particular? I didn't know what that's from. I'll leave it, but sure.
It says something Argent.
Oh, is that because?
I put the effect on. I must have put it on him instead of me.
Yeah.
Because I have an effect of the hunter's
There's an
mark
effect
supposed
on
to
him.
be on me.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because that's a 1d6, which is a hunter's mark.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
I must have accidentally put it on him instead of me.
All right. Oh,
Rude.
miss. No, thank you. I'm gonna burn my hero point. I'm gonna hit you again, Argento. Boo.
And I missed. So how do I get rid of the hunter's mark on him? Because it's not supposed to be.
Oh, well,
on me.
too bad.
Oh, well.
It's mine now. You can't. You just have to deal with that. No, I'll get rid of it. Actually, no. I think it's gone now. Yeah, I think it's gone now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool. And then we have our third revenant. What? I haven't rolled anything. Calm down. What's this from? Oh, this is for the heat metal?
Yeah.
Alright, he succeeds. If it throbs, cowboy is pleased. Excellent. I'm glad. Alright. Longsword on Esther.
Oh dear.
Squash as Esther takes 18 damage.
Ooh.
Longsword on Demiro, which will miss as Demiro ducks down. You hear this clang from the sword as it very briefly clashes over the top just above where Demiro's head happens to be. And Ibselis,
Oh my god.
we then go to you.
Okay. All right. First of all, I would like to thank Aragenasi for a natural 20. I am going to, and I hope this works. I would like to use my action to try to use my natural 20 to persuade the Revenants to help us find their killer.
All right, with the nat 20. All right, with the nat 20, what would your persuasion be? Because keeping in mind, a natural 20 is not a guarantee.
Yes. Okay, so for me, a nat 20 would just be 20. All right.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will allow you the floor to make your point. They will stop attacking for you to do so.
Okay. I'm going to look at all of them. And I'm going to look around at everyone else. I'm going to sort of just try to straighten up a little bit, even though I'm bleeding profusely. And say, listen to me, please. I know that you have come back to discover your killer. The only way for you to do that is to help us to find him. We can destroy him together, and you will be able to fulfill your oaths as knights of Argynvostholt to destroy the evil that has taken your very home and your lives. Give us this help, and we will free you to move into the light.
Yep. Stab.
All right, not bad, not bad. Does anyone else wish to throw in here at this point?
Neil, be quiet.
I didn't say anything. That was Tim.
Yes. Consider the way that you're currently treating guests of, Argynvostholt. Sure that if Argynvast was here, that you would not be treating us so.
Anyone else?
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. Just go.
Okay. Sorry, I have a lot of tabs. I have to figure everything out. And okay, so Esther just says, I understand that so much has been taken from each of you. Don't let them take this, though. You fought with a purpose. You fought for something. Do not forget that purpose.
Oh, and I might add that you are currently in the presence of the most recent Dragonborn to have spoken with the spirit of Argynvast.
You watch as they take particular interest when you say that.
Who has been tasked with a quest to restore the honor of Argynvast and defeat Strahd.
I just say it is true, as I'm sort of, in my rage mode of still wanting to kill these
Destroy.
things. But yeah, but I just say it is true.
All right. As you say this, the Revenants kind of look at each other. They say, We fell in battle against Strahd and Strahd's minion. We allowed Argynvostholt to fall that day, and we have lived with the regret of our dishonor ever since. You claim that you have spoken with Argynvostholt. Then you know that Strahd keeps him. If you truly wish to help, if your words are truly meaningful, then you will return the remains of Argynvostholt from Strahd's castle back to his rightful resting place.
I'm just going to look around at everyone and just be like, yes, we will. We will in fact do that.
Yeah. And I just basically reiterate with him that, this is a promise I've already made to Argynvost himself. So you can take our word that I will bring his remains back or die trying.
He nods, and you are permitted to leave as they return to their prayers.
I'm limping slowly. I get out. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. I slowly back away, staring at them the whole way, but just slowly going.
All right, yeah, you all back right out of the hall.
Was the stairs just up to a balcony in this hall, like that didn't go anywhere else?
You see that there were the stairs to the chapel that lead upwards, and a door to the north that likely led out to the courtyard.
Okay.
I think I don't know if I'd be the last to leave, but Esther looks back at them praying and recognizing that they're praying, I believe, to Lathander. That was the deity of the abbot, wasn't it?
That was the deity of what? Sorry.
The abbot.
The abbot? Yes.
Okay. Esther just looks at the altar and looks at them praying and kind of recognizes that Lathander maybe has, maybe not a presence, but this is something that she's seen before. She just, in her head, reiterates what she asked the abbot of what does it mean to protect them before she leaves. And she just kind of looks at the altar for a bit and then leaves.
Very nice. Gain an inspiration for that. Actually, I've already got an inspiration. Never mind. Use your inspiration so I can give you more.
I use my inspiration.
Excellent.
Okay. How do I use my inspiration? Real quick, someone attacked me and I defend.
Right,
There you go.
right. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Okay. Now, leaving the area, that leaves you with really only one place you haven't explored, which is, of course, the upstairs. You know that in the main central chamber, there is a large set of stairwells that lead upwards. Of course, standing at the edge of that stairwell is what appears to be a large portrait of Argon Vastholt himself.
Where are we? Sorry, where are we going?
I believe the big central staircase in the main area.
Yeah.
Oh, heading back over there. Okay.
All right.
So we've explored everything on the bottom level.
Yep.
The doors are locked.
All right. I'm gonna, as everybody is just wandering away, I'm just gonna look at all of them and be like, "You're welcome."
All right. With those words echoing down the corridors, I'm going to take a very quick moment to get all my players back on the map. So please bear with me while
While we're waiting, I guess I will address Ipsilus and say that was quite impressive, I must say. Like,
Well, thank you, Argento. It's always nice to be recognized for
yes.
a job well done.
Not everything needs to be destroyed, maybe. Besides, that thing was pretty tough, man. I hit it like 4 times. And
It didn't die yet.
Argento, if I didn't know better, I would say that you were trying to suggest that fight was beyond you.
It didn't go down. Man,
It's starting to feel that way a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a cold or something, but it's...
How many pieces of fruit are left in my little fruity guy?
as you look at your tiny little Fruit Loop, this walking melon that seems to follow Ipsilus has a look directly at him. As it does so, it goes... "Ah!" And as it screams in its mouth, you can see that it's about half full.
Okay. I'm going to take I'm gonna go like just stroke its head a little bit, and I'm gonna take one little fruit out of its mouth, and I'm gonna eat it.
All right. As you do so, it screams. You take out what looks to be a langoustine.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's delicious.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yes.
Sounds like tangerine, which is good.
Have you considered that eating these is actually driving you further insane?
Further insane because you already are very.
Well, our Jinto ate a whole one, so
It was pretty delicious, like I
Yeah,
said. You guys should try it.
Pretty sure nothing could affect our Jinto.
Like a goat. You need anything.
like a goat.
No offense. No offense to
What
me,
you
right?
got?
Oh my god.
Well, langoustines is not what I was thinking of. Langoustines are a crab or a shrimp. I'm
Crab
thinking.
fruit. Yeah.
I am thinking of.
Fruit tastes like crab.
This fruit does taste like crab. What's langoustine doing in a fruit basket? Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was thinking.
True compost for your garden.
Maybe it was a
I don't want
crab
true
apple.
compost in my garden. Shut up. I would like. Where is it? It's not lingonberries. What is it called?
Seem to
There's
be
a-
off the map.
There's a
Elderberry.
limequat.
A limequat?
Yes, a limequat.
All right.
The
Oh, no,
compound
these
of
are-
lime.
Between a lime
No,
and
no,
a
here it is,
kumquat?
here it is. No, this is the thing I'm thinking of. This is exactly the thing I'm thinking of. It is called laranja.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, laranja. They are literally what I was thinking of when I thought of langoustines.
fabulous.
Um,
Well, I think it looks delicious, and I'm going to eat it.
It is. It is. It's basically a Portuguese orange, basically.
the map has gone black for me.
Has it?
Of the clicker character.
Let's see. Now why has it gone black? It has gone
I
black.
think it's not moved me
I
up a
can-
little bit.
I can see it, but try clicking on Demiro.
Oh, I think it might be dark. That's why. Did you click on Demir and did that help?
Yeah, because it disappears when I click the GOG, and then when I re-click him, it shows up again.
Oh, okay. Now when I click, I have to. Okay. I need to click myself.
You walk in the
twice.
shadows.
All right. So
And
you,
we get all the
are
shadows.
you good? Do you need help or what?
Every time I move, it goes dark again.
All right. That's okay. I
Oh,
shall.
yeah. That happens for me too, but
Hold on. Wait. No. That's fine. So Demir, you
Yeah,
have a
mine's
torch,
good.
right?
Yeah. I got a
Okay.
lantern.
Lantern.
And I've got dark vision.
Okay. Lantern.
I think my light would still be up because it.
All right. Demira has a
I
lantern.
don't, but I'm gonna be following whoever. it is.
Ipselis has dark vision. Yeah, that's already got dark vision applied. So yeah, you should be fine. So there you go. Now you have your right visions now, and you have a lamp. All right, done.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Do I have the dark vision as well?
Can
dark
you
vision?
can you actually
Yeah.
see?
I'm a raven-eyed dragon, so yeah, it comes with dark
Oh,
vision.
nice.
Yeah, but
Try
can
moving your character around.
yeah. Does
Oh
it-
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it works. So yeah.
Good. All right.
Nice.
Now, as you make your way up the flight of stairs, you can see that two large balconies look out over the main area down far below. As you make your way up the flight of stairs, you may decide which direction you want to go.
Always good left.
Always go left to center.
All right. Making your way
Jinto.
Making your way past the balcony, you can see that there are these small little balusters that are carved to resemble shining knights that seem to be set into the railings on your left, preventing you from falling to a very, very steep and sharp end. At
Well,
the
that's
end,
good.
at the end of the hallway here, you can see a staircase. These staircase connect to another floor. In fact, they connect to the floor. Is there another floor? Is there a floor above?
Above
there,
you?
there is. Yes, I think there is. Hold on, let me just check that. Yes, there is a floor above that these connect to.
Okay.
Yep, I got it.
I guess we'll just have a look here for a start.
Very well. Opening the first door, you find yourself in what looks to be a guest quarter. The contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtained windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a tired, weary smile. A thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite to the fireplace is a large bed rotting with a mattress. Wooden posts carved to resemble dragons, and across the double door stands a wardrobe, its door hung open, revealing a dark and empty cavity within. The only other piece of furniture here is an overstuffed leather chair.
Investigate.
You spend a little bit of time here, but find very little. You do, however, Argento, get a strong sense of that connection to the man in the portrait. You notice the streak of silver in his pupils. This portrait is of Argen Vastholt himself.
Oh.
But in the guise
Who is
of a
that?
human.
I just say that is Argenvost.
He doesn't look too dragony to me.
No, in this photo, he's basically in the guise of his human form.
Oh, well, that's fun, isn't it?
Indeed.
Right. Well, I'm not seeing much in here. Is there? Do you feel anything? Anything with your connection?
Nothing out of the, I guess, beyond ordinary, other than knowing that is Argenvost. I don't really sense anything else here.
All right. Well, I've checked and I didn't see anything. So let's move it along, shall we?
The cupboard in the back.
It is
It was
empty.
like- oh, okay.
All right. You make your way back down, and you continue your investigation. A corridor to your left seems to lead further into the castle, and on your right, the door appears agape.
I'm gonna start heading down this hallway, and I'm gonna look back and see if anyone's following. And if they are, then I will continue.
Yep, you are
If
being
not-
followed. You are being followed by members of the group.
Esther's just woo.
All right.
What's this over here?
Looking into the next room, you could see that this is another guest room. Two beds with torn canopies stand against opposite sides, with a tattered rug lying on the floor beneath them. Set into the walls is a fireplace with black soot. As you enter, there's a soft hiss that comes from the hearth here.
Argento, go see if it's another little dragony.
All right. Well,
Yay.
I will, I'll actually approach and investigate.
It's another bat.
I'll help him from like a little ways behind to investigate.
And I'll say to Demir, we should probably wait here or go into that room while they're in there.
well, no sooner than you approach.
You're stolen.
Sounds like it's one of those jump scare things where you got to keep listening in
Yes.
closer and closer to hear it, and it goes. Ah!
All right. Emerging from the soot and blackness a creature made of smoke emerges. And as it does, it looks at you with these vicious eyes. You choke for a moment on the smoke. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to end today's session. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and playing today. I hope that you guys had an absolute blast. I know that I did. Thank you so much to all our new subscribers. Thank you to all those people who subscribed and, of course, who donated subscriptions. Thank you, of course, for the generous people who actually, sort of donated to the stream, helped us out with a lot of very, very interesting stuff. Thank you, of course, for the Nat 20s as well. They were very interestingly played today. And of course, thank you to all the people who donated bits and stuff like that. Everything, like I said, from today is going to go towards the fundraiser. So, stick around because I do have a little something to share with that, and it is a bit of a sneak preview. So do stick around for the end of this. So let's start with a quick round of memorable moments. This is going to be a lightning round because again we've gone a little bit over time. So, McKinley, memorable moment for today's session, if you would please, s'il vous plaît.
I think it was probably Ipsis's play with how to approach the werewolf.
That was a very clever play. I'm gonna be honest. That was very, very cool. I agree. All right, Demiro.
I enjoyed the very first time Argento has said maybe things can be solved without smashing them.
Yep, it's always good to see other characters using in a different light, and I think that there was a very nice moment that was happened there. Argento?
Yeah, actually, I was kind of similar. I think it was interesting to watch Ipsilis be so adamant about negotiating out of that entire battle because, like I said, Too into it, I realized, okay, these things are pretty hefty, and there's 3 of them, and this might get ugly quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So no, it was cool. It's cool to watch that.
Very nice, very nice. Bagog?
The Nat 20 confusion.
Yeah, the Nat 20 confusion. Lots of Nat 20s. All the Nat 20s. I loved the timing of that Nat 20 when Ipsilis was coming up with a plan to stick his arm out the window, and then halfway through that plan, Ira Janowski drops the Nat 20 on me, and I intentionally didn't say anything. I was just like, tell me more about this plan. I can't wait. I can't wait to take your arm off. And then Mac comes in with that like save from the critical hit, which was awesome. I thought that was really cool.
But it was when Argento rolled the save throw, and I was like, "What? No!" Because I thought the guy that was I was like, "Oh, crap.
Oh, Neil."
Yeah.
Yes. Ipsilis, memorable moment.
I really loved the whole thing today. I felt like everybody was really getting into character and just having a delightful time. So for me, it's really the sort of the character development that I'm seeing with everybody is my favorite. I absolutely adore that when that happens.
No, absolutely. I could not agree more. I think everyone is definitely coming into their own. It's going to be great to see even more of that cool stuff happen. All right, we are going to say goodbye to Ipsilis, who is going to be heading out. But just before everyone else heads out and we go and raid our dear friend, let me just everyone's gonna shift around a bit when Ipsilis drops out because, like I said, we'll go for a little bit longer. Now, there is something that we have to show off. Now, this is a sneak preview of our fundraiser event that is happening once again at 10 a.m. Australian Western Standard, 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard on the Saturday. This is our sneak preview of... Did that do anything? That didn't do anything. Come on. Here we go. Make it so. How dare you? Okay.
Make it so, number one.
Why is that not working? Sorry. My apologies. I will make this work. Oh, I know why it's not working. Sorry. Bam. There we go. Because it's not a JPEG. That is
Oh.
why. Okay, there we go. Now we've got this.
Oops.
Bam! There we go.
Whoa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your sneak preview, as I mentioned, so Saturday, October the 9th at 10 p.m. EST or Australian Western Standard at October the 10th at 10 a.m. Australian Western Standard, we are going to be kicking off our fundraiser with our first event, Fool's Gold. This is the Kickstarter made by Dingo Doodles that we are premiering in preparation for not only their Kickstarter, but also to raise up funds for us. We have an amazing cast of individuals joining us, including Ginny D from the Ginny D channel, Gothy and Felix from Dingo Doodles. We also have Robert Hartley GM, the Dreaded GM, myself, and Quincy from Quincy's Tavern. All are going to be joining on this epic adventure in the Bellowing Wilds. So that is a not-to-be-missed game. It is full of celebrities, full of amazing times. I cannot recommend this show enough, guys. You definitely want to be... It is definitely a show you want to be coming and checking out. And guys, if you want to know where all the action is going to be, then again, head over to our dear friend, the Dreaded GM's channel. Give him a follow. Just throw it out there, give him a follow. So that you are ready and raring to go when we get to this weekend's event. So yay, so excited! Thank you so much for the follow. Who was that? That was Sarah Isn't Funny. I bet Sarah's pretty funny. I bet Sarah's hilarious. All right, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, we are now going to go and raid our dear friend. We are going to raid our dear friends at Play Nerd Allies because they are now streaming. And what's that?
I said raiding Ipsilus.
Yeah, we're basically raiding Ipsilus because we can. All right, so thank you everyone for coming and joining us today. We hope that you had a absolutely wonderful time. We hope that we get to see you again very, very soon. Our next show is on Friday. Yes, a throbbing raid. So yes, actually, you now have the new raid emote. So we whenever we go and raid people, we unleash the horde. So be sure to unleash the horde when we get over there. Thank you, Throbbing Cowboy. It's always good to meet new people, and I hope to see you again soon. And have a throbbing good time. So yeah, till next time, from me to every single last one of you guys, thank you for joining us, and until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.